Hello everyone, long time no see. I think the last time I recorded a video was back before Christmas, I know, because the last video I recorded was about me showing off the ornaments and my plans to do that. So I did make all the ornaments. I don't have them with me because obviously it's February, so they were all given away as gifts. If you want to see them, you can go hop on over to my Instagram. I put pretty much all of them on there, but those ornaments burn me out, so I haven't been doing very much stitching at all after those ornaments. I've done a little bit here and there, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But yes, that's basically why I haven't really been making videos or doing anything, because I haven't really been stitching that much. And then of course Christmas time, life gets crazy. My life got crazy. I got a haircut. My hair is way shorter than it used to be. Work went crazy. We got a new product, so we've been handling way more volume than we're used to. So that's finally calmed down this month. So things are finally getting back to normal. I think I got myself on a pretty good schedule for the time being. So that's where I've been. Now earlier this month, I actually got to visit my first needlework store called the Silver Needle in Tulsa, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that was a really great experience. When I went in there, I was kind of overwhelmed with everything that they had to offer. So I didn't get much, but I will show you what I did get. I got a needle minder because when in doubt with what to get, you can never have too many of those. So it's just a pair of scissors. Not too fond of it. The magnet's not as strong as what I'm used to, but I mean, I could always switch it out for a rare earth magnet, but I doubt I will take the time to do that. And then I also got the Sugar Skull kit from Mill Hill, which it's now a whip, so I'll show you that in my whips. And then I got this Song of Solomon by Hand and Heart Designs, or Hand and Heart Needle Art. So hopefully I'll get around to starting that soon. I'm thinking about doing it for our anniversary in May. That'll be a cute project. I think I'll whip it out when I'm tired of working on full coverage. Yeah, it was just really cute. I didn't know what they get, and I came back to this one 2 or 3 times, so I thought if I kept coming back to it and thinking about getting it, I might as well get it. So I'll stitch it and frame it, and it'll be pretty. And then we will move on to whips, and I'll show you first the skull by Mill Hill, the Sugar Skull. I don't have the actual name of this one because I left the packaging in the car. I took the packaging with me to in the car to go search for a frame for it, so I left it in the car. So all I have is this. I stitched it on 28 count even weave. I don't remember what the name of it is. I got it on 1 2 3 stitch, and it was like a couple bucks. They're just a little thing of it. So I really like this fabric, though I wish I knew what it was called. But it is an even weave 28 count. They had it stitched on even weave in the Silver Needle. So I thought, why not do it? It's colorful. It's something way different from the Christmassy stuff I've been doing. So, and it's my first beaded project. I have a few beads on there. I don't think you can really tell. You can see a few beads. So it's been fun. I'm still beading. I do want to give a shout out to Calico. I watched her Mill Hill video on beading, and it really helped put my mind at ease and gave me the confidence to go into this and start beading. And I think I'm going to be obsessed with beading. I think I'm going to have to get a few more projects with beads and things like that, because this has been a lot of fun. The beading's been taking forever, but I absolutely don't care because it is a load of fun. So if you haven't done a beaded kit yet, I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend Mill Hill. I definitely recommend doing it on the even weave fabric, the perforated paper. I did a few ornaments on perforated paper. Did not enjoy it. So definitely, if you're not into perforated paper, 14 or 28 count fabric will do the same thing and still be big enough for all the beads that come with it. And then that gives you, I think it may open up a few more options for finishing as well when doing it on fabric. So that one's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna be sad when it ends, but I've been having trouble finding a frame for it. I think I've bought 2 frames so far, and they ended up not working. I know Mill Hill sells their frames. I'm thinking about just buying one of those in my search. I prefer to buy things in stores because I can see it, but I'm getting tired of buying frames. Like, since I started cross stitching, I have like so many frames. I just don't know what to do with them because I bought them for a project and decided not to use it, or it was the wrong size. So I'm getting smarter about it, but I have a collection of frames. It's weird. I'm looking at my list here. I actually made a list of things to talk about. Okay, so I was working on the stitching on the skull at work and at home until I finished all the cross stitch on it, but now that there's beads, I don't want to take it into the office. So what I've been working on to work on at work in the downtime is actually my own thing. I had a spare piece of 28 count even weave lying around, took that into work with me, and I was going to just do like little squares on it to just pass the time at work and maybe make like a nice quilted looking something. I don't know what I was planning, but I was just gonna make squares. But then I went to Joann's because everybody was posting about finding all sorts of great stuff on sale there. At my Joann's they didn't have that much, but they had the packs of DMC on sale. So I got the Christmas variegated floss pack, and I took that to work with that swatch of 28 count even weave and was thinking about what to make on it. And I pulled out the bluish purplish one first, and I just started doing cross stitches. And then earlier that day, someone on the name of the group, Stitch Mania, duh. So earlier that day, someone on Stitch Mania had posted a picture of, what's that stitch called? I have it wrote down. The Norwich stitch that makes the triangles, and I thought that was beautiful. I've never seen that stitch before, at least up close like that, and they had it to where it was like diamonds in the Norwich stitch. So whoever that was, that work was amazing, and it inspired me. So I started looking up that stitch in particular. I googled how to do it, and it brought me to, I think, the American Stitchers Guild or something like that, their website that has a forum where it teaches you how to do all kinds of different stitches. So I went through there, wrote down some of my favorites, and I've been working on kind of like a band sampler with just different stitches to try it out and learn something new, because I never try new things. So I'm surprised I tried this, but everything just came together that way, I guess, and this is where it's at so far. I don't even know what DMC color this is. I should have wrote it down, but it's at work because I only work on this at work. I usually leave it at work, but I brought it because I wanted to make a video today and show it. So the top is obviously regular cross stitch. This, I think it could be called satin stitch for the little row of hearts here, the second row. I just kind of put those on there to play with it. And then the third one is the Algerian eye, or square eyelets as I guess they can be called too. I've done those before in various cross stitch projects, just a few details like snowflakes and things like that. And then I have the Norwich stitch down below. I wish there was better quality, but below that's the Norwich stitch. Some of them are kind of funky. This line after the Norwich stitch, the second to the last line, it's called the mosaic stitch. It looked different, like you can layer and make it go different ways and give it a nice texture, but I just did one line straight across because I got bored with that one pretty quick. If I would have reversed it and then gone back, it'd be kind of a cool texture, but I didn't do that. And then the third one is the Rhodes heart. So that one's been a lot of fun to learn. So this is kind of just a scrap fabric. When I finish it, I might just, I don't know, maybe frame it and just leave it at work, since I did it at work and I really don't have any cool pieces there. I do have a little stitch I made that I posted on Instagram as well. It says Cube Sweet Cube. That's in my cubicle, but other than that I don't have any stitch pieces, so maybe I'll leave this one there since I made it there. So yeah, I'll bring that back to work tomorrow and finish working on it, or continue working on it. And I think I might want to do something like that with all the different variegated flosses that were in the pack that I bought. Just do like little samplers like that. and just kind of wing it, not really go by a pattern, not care about mistakes, just like a practice thing. And then of course we have Goblins on a Rampage. I don't know where it was when you guys last saw it, but here's where I am now. I haven't been working on it a lot. I want to make the PVC lap stand because where I'm at now I have to stitch in kind of a weird laying down position in the bed. So I think a PVC lap stand will help with that, because right now I sit cross-legged like this with my stitching on my lap, and that really hurts the back. So there you go. I don't know where it was, so hopefully it's different. Oh, I did have a few videos ago where I'd asked for help about how to get the wax out of it. A lot of people told me about ironing over a paper towel, and that would help, and it did. It did. It took me forever to get around to doing it, but once I did it, it worked. So thank you to everyone who gave me those suggestions. It's not as good as new, but it's as good as it's gonna get, and I'm so thankful. Thank you all so much. So the wax is gone. I know a couple people asked if I could do a video showing me taking the wax out, but I just did it and didn't think about pulling out the camera and showing it. So maybe next time. Hopefully there won't be a next time, but if I do get wax on another project, I'll make a video, because it's good to know. That's a really great trick. So I was gonna start a new project in January. I think in one of my videos I showed progress on a new one I already started for the snowman. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like snowman selling popsicles and eating it, and I had started it on this really rough Aida, and I just threw it in the garbage. I couldn't work on that fabric anymore, so I was gonna start a new one on New Year's Eve for my mom, full coverage, but life got in the way. I didn't get around to it, so I'm putting that on hold for now until probably Easter. I'll re-kit up the snowman one because I still want to do it. I just want to get better fabric for it, and then I'll do my mom shortly thereafter. So I just put all those on hold. I'll just focus on what I have here and not start anything new, because everything's been crazy and it doesn't seem like it's not going to get any less crazy. So it should be interesting. I have a pretty fun year planned for myself. I got a couple trips upcoming that I have planned to look forward to. My main goal for 2017 is not to stress things, and just, the camera's slowly going over because of the way I have it set up, just to not stress things and to have things to look forward to so I don't get bored and complacent. And my biggest fear is that life is going to pass us by before we know it. We'll blink and our lives will be over, and I just want to enjoy every moment that I can now. So I'm keeping things on the calendar for me to look forward to. I'm doing more things that make me happy. So that's the main focus. My crafty goals for this year are just have fun, and when it comes to cross stitch, I do want to start a new project on Easter, my birthday, and the new year again, so I'll have those starts lined up, but just to have fun with it and not put too much stress on myself. I do want to make more videos for Flosstube because I really enjoyed that. I know this is only my 4th video, and it's been so long that everybody probably left me and unsubscribed and maybe doesn't even remember who I am, because I only had a couple videos out there, not very many. So hopefully I'll start making more regular videos. I want to do them more often. I'm not going to put myself on a schedule because I know I won't follow it, but just make more videos. And I really like Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She bought that thing off Amazon, and she's going to show some tutorials. I'm thinking about buying one of those so I can do some stitch with me or some bead with me type things where I'm just doing it. And because I know a lot of people like those videos, I like watching those videos sometimes. I don't want to stitch alone, so I'll just throw one of those on. So I'm really looking into that. What else? Oh, I was looking at my list, but I was looking at the list of specialty stitches I want to do, not my list of what to talk about. I think that's it. I really didn't have a lot for this video because I haven't been doing a lot of cross stitching. Unfortunately, everything else is getting in the way. Oh, one other thing, toward crafty goals for 2017 is I really want to get into scrapbooking and just taking pictures and capturing those moments, because there have been so many things I wish I would have gotten a picture of, or family gatherings where no pictures were taken. And no one in my family really takes pictures either. I rarely do, and when I do, everyone's like, oh, there she goes with the camera again, but I rarely do it. But no one in my family takes pictures, so even if one person starts taking pictures of people, they're all a little thrown off. But I actually want to do that more, because I think having those memories are so very important, especially for future generations. And I mean, we only look like this once. In 20 years, my little siblings are all going to be grown up, and I just really think it's important to document those times. So my goal is to make a scrapbook this year where through the month just take pictures, and then at the end of the month just put them in the scrapbook so I don't fall behind, and then just labeled sections like January, February, March. Just keep it really simple. I've tried doing it in the past and I've always fallen behind on it, because scrapbooking is a lot to keep up on, especially if you want to do it for the whole year, not just big events. So I've got that ready to go. I did go to Hobby Lobby today, didn't look at any Stitch stuff. I just did scrapbooking. I got a scrapbooking album and some things to start with for things that happened this month. It was my little brother's birthday, so I took pictures there. So I'm getting those sent in, getting those printed off and mailed to me. I do everything on Shutterfly.com. I love that website. They haven't given me a reason not to love them, and they're always sending me, let's see, this last time it was if you download the app and they gave you free prints through the app. You just have to pay for shipping. They didn't have any limits on it that I could see. So I just got all the pictures from January printed off, and they're being sent to me. I just had to pay like $4 of shipping. I think it's still going on, so hopefully if you see this, check it out. It might still be there. So yeah, I'm really excited to start that. If I have a scrapbooking haul, I don't know if any of you want to see it, but I think I'd really like to do videos on that as well if anybody's interested. I know the paper crafting world, I don't know if it's as nice as the cross stitching world, but I might just do it for myself and say phooey with what anyone else thinks. My scrapbooking skills probably suck, but I'll have fun. So if you want to see scrapbooking stuff, let me know and I'll show it in my next video. I spent like $60 at Hobby Lobby on scrapbooking stuff just because I had to get everything, the album, the paper, the stickers, the glue. It was like starting over scratch, and anytime you start a hobby, you're gonna be spending a lot. So I think I did pretty good. The following months shouldn't be as bad because I don't have to buy the full book or anything else, so that'll go easier. I'm just going with a black and white theme for the most part with pops of color for this year, because I wanted to keep it as easy as possible while I get the hang of it. If you have any scrapbooking tips or know any great scrapbooking websites or helps or videos, definitely let me know and I'll check them out. I've been looking at some YouTube videos and looking at how to start things, but I think this first scrapbook's probably gonna look a little bit funny. I have one that I did like 2 years ago. That's hilarious when I go back and look at it now. So I know this one may be a little bit better than that one because it's not my first go around, but it'll probably still be pretty hilarious when I look back on it. So it'll be interesting. I got the binder that has the tab on the back so I can write 2017 on it, and then hopefully I can do this every single year and then just have such wonderful memories to look back on later in life or what have you. So that's all I have to talk about today. If you have any questions or any feedback, definitely let me know. I'd love to answer any questions, and then maybe I'll do a bead with me later tonight because I'm alone finally. I only get like one night a week where it's just me, so it's pretty nice. So maybe I'll work on some beading, watch some Gilmore Girls, and just take it from there. Thank you for watching this video. If you stayed in, it's only about 20 minutes long, so it's a quick one. So thank you again for watching, and you guys have a great, wonderful, stitchy week.